we watched The Penguin episode 7, Top Hat.
A lot to unpack with this one.
Yeah, I actually was not expecting us to get into Oz's childhood.
No.
But
Yeah, that was interesting.
And he had this murderous mind back then.
yeah.
It's, you know,
I don't think that was his intent. I think...
No, but he lived with it pretty well afterwards.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying, I think as it progressed, that night progressed, he was kind of tossed between...
I'm in agreement with that.
Yeah.
I think he locked him in because he was fucking pissed that they made him try to climb down the ladder.
Yeah.
You know, they made him feel small again. But when he went with his brothers, I don't think it was, I can't wait to kill these guys.
No, I don't think so either. But
Yeah, he didn't show too much
Remorse.
grief
at all.
afterwards. Yeah. He had mom all to himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's still such a weird thing with the relationship between them two.
Yeah.
it's a little over the top, but he's definitely the mama's boy.
Yeah. What did you think of accents of both of them, the mom and the kid?
I had mentioned it when we were watching it. I thought the kid, the look and everything, the way he walked, you know, with the thing.
Yeah.
And his accent was, I thought it was perfect. I thought they did a really
I thought
good
they were
job.
just a little bit over the
thought it was
top,
over the top,
compared to like what we've seen from Colin Farrell and everything.
Yeah. But don't forget, you speak different
I guess
when
it's
you're
just
a kid
weird.
than you
Yeah.
do.
You know.
I could see the accent being a little bit much, although like I just thought it was like a funny kind of
Yeah.
you know portrayal of like
Yeah.
a young like Brooklyn kid, I guess.
Yeah,
But
I thought the young mother was fantastic.
Yeah.
even the young kid,
Yeah.
like the acting was good. It's hard to find good child actors.
Yeah.
so
True. Yeah.
he's good.
Looking to correct prediction, Sophia didn't kill anybody in the immediate confrontation. She just hit Victor, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised she didn't kill him.
Yeah.
And now Victor's,
That's just one of those things. Where, like,
Victor's
Yeah,
underground
very
now,
cliche.
so Victor's
Victor's
got to come
MIA,
back.
right?
He's got to come back and be a savior here. now.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what
interesting that he was just nowhere to be
Yep.
found. And I even this is getting ahead, but after that explosion thing and Oz is walking around, he just sees the random kid.
Yeah.
and he's like, Victor.
Yeah. Yeah, that was. I knew it wasn't Victor, but it
Yeah.
was pretty wild that he definitely wanted that kid to come
Walter.
back and help.
I didn't. I kind of thought Sophia, because she had been talking about not playing by the same rules as her father anymore. I really thought they were going to find mom's body in the truck.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that it was explosive.
That was a good subversion. I kind of had a feeling it wasn't.
Yeah.
Gonna be
But
the
he
mom,
could have
but-
screamed. But again, it's Oz. He could have screamed, bomb, something. He didn't save
Oh, no,
a
he
damn
ducked.
person in there. He just ducked out
Oh, he
himself.
got the fuck out of there, yeah.
He did, but he had time to scream. At
Yeah,
least
which-
it's a bomb.
Which, why wouldn't he scream for? Because it's his men.
Yeah, they're all dead. They're all gone.
Yeah.
And I mean, the whole operation's gone. But
Yeah.
still,
So something that I've been seeing people talk about a lot online is if like a fucking bomb like this went off, like, where the fuck is Batman?
Yeah, wow.
exactly. Well, you never know. It's the last episode.
That's every single time there's been a shooting or a fight or
Yeah.
explosions, I'm thinking, where the fuck is the Batman?
Like I could have I think passed it off for anything else,
yeah.
but like this huge bomb that's cratered this part of Gotham.
Well, we
It's
still
like-
have episode tonight. Do you think
I
Batman shows
do not
up?
think Batman's going to be in this.
Well,
Think
forget,
he's implied?
He's in his emo phase right now, so he's probably at home.
He's
Yeah, my only
yet
problem
to
is
even really be implied.
he was never mentioned.
No.
You never. The words Bruce
There's
Wayne.
No, nothing.
mention
Not
of
even,
him.
not even
Or
by
the
the
Wayne
families.
Yeah, the Wayne Foundation.
Even the stuff that Falcone was doing earlier on when she was giving money and all that stuff. We're also in this with the
Wayne
Wayne
Foundation.
Foundation,
Wayne
or
Foundation,
something
yeah,
like
with the
that.
Waynes,
Just to
yeah.
mention someplace
Yeah.
along, I think would have been
Yeah.
fun.
They
Are they not
isolated
allowed
this.
to? I don't know.
Probably not. They
Yeah.
probably don't have the TV rights for Batman. With that said, like I think it is impressive how much they've done and how good the show is without
Right.
Batman.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you forget though that it's basically
Just
a Batman
like
villain.
Yeah, like the fact that it is like this is the prelude of like the next Batman story. It does feel very disconnected from
Right.
that.
Yeah.
100%.
I feel like my biggest issue with the bomb part is that like it just felt like there wasn't really that much tension leading up to it. It's almost like an MCU thing where like they just like completely get rid of this like thing that was set up, like the tunnels, you know. Like,
Yeah, right.
and you're not getting that back, I guess.
Yeah.
You know.
Also, like
know.
you kind of knew you had one more episode
Yeah.
going into it, so
But even the title of the episode kind of threw me off because I thought
Yeah,
he was
he-
getting his top
He
hat.
didn't.
He didn't.
He watched the
he
movie.
watched that
Top
thing,
Hat.
yeah,
Yeah.
where it's like, okay, I could see like how he would become the Penguin after. Like it's a good setup to like him becoming the more comic accurate Penguin,
Right.
Yeah.
which
Right.
I'm not saying he needs to be because I'm fine with this version of
Mhm.
Oz, but I don't know. It's just like, is it just kind of like a Easter egg, or is it supposed to be like
Well, I guess
this
we'll
is
find
where
out
we're
after
going.
tonight.
Yeah.
You know, in the last episode, maybe he will pick up a top hat and walk out the door, and you know,
That would be a boss way to end the show.
Yeah.
We had the umbrella in what, episode 1?
right?
Yeah.
Maybe Penguin's gonna like break a mirror or something, and then behind it he's gonna find like a whole bunch of tech and gadgets to use.
Oh yeah, just like in
There don't
Spider-Man.
seem to be much tech in this.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know, low-level tech.
We were wrong about like Penguin killing Eve. I guess like technically half of us were correct about that not happening, but
I don't think Vic is going to make it out of this next episode.
Mm-hmm. It is
See,
curious
and I-
that
and I
have,
think
we have
that-
no idea where he is.
Right.
It's not going to be Penguin that kills him if he dies.
No. Penguin's not.
I
Gonna...
think he's basically going to sacrifice himself to maybe save the mother or save Penguin himself if he dies.
I don't know. I just see him being collateral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even that. And now, don't forget, Penguin is literally going to be in the house with Sophia. So
I would not be shocked if this ends somehow where it's like there's a situation where it's like Oz could kill Sophia, but it would result in Vic and the mom dying too.
So
and,
they
like,
kinda-
and then he's just like fuck it, and he kills all of them, like
think?
just to get
yeah, that's a
to
possibility
Sophia.
too. Very much a possibility. And then her crazy ass boyfriend.
Dr.
Yeah,
Rush.
no idea. I'm still so lost with
I
him.
know, but for some reason, I got this. I still have this feeling that he's going to be in future Batman.
if anything, I'll put it on Hugo Strange.
Hugo Strange adaptation feels right, just like given that he was already something at Arkham.
Yeah. Because doesn't like Hugo Strange, like his big thing is that like he's the therapist for like rich people in Gotham, so like kind of lines
I
up
could
well.
see that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's just
He
fucking
also, I believe, is like one of the villain. I mean, at some point, every fucking villain finds out Batman's Bruce Wayne, but it's like one of his bigger storylines.
So where did Sophia take the mother?
back
Her
to her
house.
house.
Back to her house?
Yeah, every
Well, didn't they go? I thought they went
Or
to
no,
the
no,
dance place,
You're
Monroe's.
right. Yeah, at the end, they
Yeah.
went to the place where
Monroe,
she
where
went to
she
go
went-
dance. Yeah.
Gotcha.
She's feeding into that whole thing to make the mother comfortable.
She's feeding into it, I think, to make Penguin uncomfortable.
To make him suffer, yeah.
Yeah.
We were also wrong about Frances telling her that she wanted him to die. So, or I guess I was wrong.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't think she would tell her that.
You were kind of agreeing last time, so
Yeah. I
She
did,
basically said that she didn't mind to die though when she was there in.
Yeah, when she was in
In
getting held.
captivity.
Mhm.
I
She
just
was
mean like the
fucking with
tone. I
Yeah.
was like,
But then
was
when she made that switch,
rubbing it
I
in or
thought that was
something.
pretty damn wild when she went, to La La Land over there,
But then she snapped right back.
and then she
Yeah.
snapped out and smacked
face.
her in the
She slapped
face.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it made her curious about her. Like, if you notice when she did that, she asked her, like, where are you, Francis?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Which, there was like a slight,
Yeah.
Now, is that Sophia's empathy,
I think so.
or is it Sophia just
Trying to get information.
trying to get more
I
info?
see. I
No,
took
I
it as
think- I
trying to
think-
get info. And why else should we go? Now she's at Monroe. She's feeding into that, and she's trying to, make it one of those situations.
Yeah.
I don't think the mother gets out of it alive.
She also had Rush,
Yeah,
right.
psychoanalyzing
And-
her,
yeah. And that's stuff that we
until
didn't see.
she found out that Sal died,
Yeah.
which that whole thing was kind of funny to me.
So he wanted the power of killing him, and he took that away from him.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
he like made that whole scene like they were having fights and this and that, and made it sound like to everybody else. Not that it matters now; they're all dead.
Right.
But it made it sound like to everybody else that he was beating the shit out of him.
Yeah, and he shot him.
And then he shot him.
yeah.
yeah.
I thought it was
kinda-
funny that he shot him a few times.
Yeah.
I just hated the death. Honestly, it's just
I-
a weird like
Came out of
Deus Ex
nowhere.
Machina
honestly.
type
Yeah.
thing.
a heart attack.
Yeah, you never thought he had a heart condition.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Going into that scene.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember if like the first time we saw him, like his wife or something was like, "Oh, didn't take your medicine."
No,
You know?
nothing.
Nope.
Nothing.
Yeah.
He was, he
I-
was a
I-
big, tough bastard in prison. you know?
I could also like see if it's just like a line that we've glossed over from the beginning, where it's like, yeah, you've got a hot thing.
Yeah.
No.
But
the
I don't
fucker
remember.
got
I don't know.
stabbed.
Yeah, in
And
his
he still
stomach.
and broke out of prison.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Still, show fantastic. Awesome. Performances are
Yeah,
just.
I was not as upset with the Agatha finale as you were, but
Right.
hopefully this finale is.
Well, you said this is supposed to set us up for the Batman 2.
Mhm.
Right?
So they're already speaking about is there going to be a 2 in this? And
Yeah.
I
second
just
season.
I just
No.
hope they keep it just
One
one,
shot.
leave it and let it just go into the.
It
movies.
seems doubtful based on like they were pretty much saying like, I mean, if we think we can top this, sure. You know,
I don't think
it'll
think
happen.
they can top it. I think
Yeah.
the character is set up perfectly
Yeah.
to be a splash in the movies.
And like I said, I heard the rumor that James Gunn really wants Sophia
Yeah.
to be in the next Batman.
Maybe she'll be a ghost.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
I can't even picture how this is gonna end.
No.
I honestly,
It's
aside from the
there's
one thing I
turns
said-
and twists that we
Yeah.
can't even anticipate, and I kind of like that. You know,
I kind of disagree though, because I feel like up until like last episode, the whole show was really predictable. Even like elements
Yeah.
of last episode were kind of predictable.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it bothered me that out of nowhere at the very end, that cop showed up and kind
yeah,
of just
that was
knocked,
weird too.
and knocked him out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
The fucking drophead cop just like is in the middle of this explosion. Like, what do we?
and he
Yeah.
called him Penguin.
Penguin.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wait,
And he
was it
called-
the one with the
What'd you
weird
call
voice?
me?
It was the one that the detective that was like a drug addict that
Right,
they gave
correct.
the drugs in the bar.
That she owns now.
yeah.
Also, I didn't realize this, but like that one detective that like speaks like this, he was also in the Batman.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And he's
really-
not a detective. He's a
just a
the
cop.
mustache cop guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in.
Yeah, I mean, to me,
Batman.
after what he just been through, I would assume the Penguin would have just shot his fucking ass as he
Yeah.
was walking toward him.
Yeah.
You know, what the fuck did you call me? Boom, boom, boom. You know.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I guess they had to get him to where he's
Yeah,
got to be
I guess.
somehow.
Yeah, you knocked me up, pick my fat ass up.
Yeah, right. Like I don't.
I give him credit though for all the shit. He's a tough bastard.
Oh yeah,
I mean, he can.
he was beaten with a golf club.
He's a tough fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, they almost cut his arm off in like, this first episode.
Yeah.
Second
It's
episode.
pretty resilient.
Onto something we didn't predict was Sophia's like weird like kind of realization that like she is just falling into exactly what her father
Her
wanted her to
father
be.
was. Yeah.
Yeah, I did like that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know where it's gonna
Which,
go.
which sort of lends to your empathy side of it, where she doesn't want to be
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she was directly like becoming her dad in a situation with
Yeah.
her cousin or her
Yeah.
niece or whatever.
That kind of also goes to the thing that, like I was predicting maybe she actually is gonna end up going to Italy or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
You think?
You think she takes the niece
I
with her?
like that's the only way I could see her like living, because like I feel like how it ends is like if James Gunn is saying that like it has to end with her or it should
Surviving.
end with her in the Batman Part 2, then like I feel like that's not happening.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe James Gunn should leave this alone.
Yeah.
I actually, because like I said, the empathy side of Sophia, and then there's the crazy side of Sophia. I honestly thought she was going to go visit Denise and kill her.
I was getting that too.
You
a little
know.
bit. I think you're made to feel that way though,
Yeah.
because of like even though she's not the Hangman, just
Right.
like
But when she was in that room, when she first went in there, she was telling the lies about what happened.
Yeah.
You know, when she asked her, "Did you kill him?" Her eyes in that were like, "Oh my God, she's gonna kill everybody."
Yeah.
You know, and then that changed,
Yeah.
but she still has those damn eyes.
I particularly like the part when the nurse or whatever was there, and then she's like, "You can leave."
You can leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just thought she was. I thought the crazy side of her. You know, she's like, to me, she has a switch. She can appear normal and caring, but once the switch is flipped, it's take the gun out, shoot you in the head. Here's the money, guys. you know?
Yeah. There's so many variables going into this episode between Rush. Where is Vic? The mom mentioned that she wants to die. Kind of never know what Penguin's going to do. Kind of always is out for himself. And then also the thing with Sophia now kind of just has this realization that maybe she doesn't want to operate in the way that she's been operating.
Yeah.
There's just so many things that kind of have to like wrap up, and they're all like little variables that I don't know. It's hard to predict this episode because it's the last one and there is so many loose ends. Like 2 episodes ago, it's like, it could go in this different, so many different ways, but it all has to culminate here. So,
Right.
Do you still think she wants Penguin to feel pain?
Yeah. She said that though, yeah.
But then she,
She said that after though.
Did she
right?
say it after?
Didn't she say after?
I thought
That's
that
why I
was-
thought it was a little weird.
I thought it was before she said that.
Because she had that whole like realization thing, and then she said she tells Rush to stop doing it, and then he's like, "What do you want?" And then she's like, "I want Penguin to feel pain."
Think about what just happened, though. She absolutely wants Penguin to feel pain, because if she just wanted him dead, the cop
Yeah.
could have just shot him dead right
Yeah.
there. But she wanted him.
To basically feel what
she
she's
al-
felt, I guess, her
Right,
whole
she
life.
already destroyed all the drug shit,
Yeah.
so she wasn't concerned about she
The
needs
money,
him
the
to
drugs,
tell
or
her
anything.
where it
Yeah.
is. All that shit's gone. She literally just wants him there so that she can cause pain.
Yeah.
I guess revenge for what he did to her, sending her,
Yeah.
telling her father. So that's the only place it's going. She don't give a shit about the drug business. She don't give a shit about.
Well, I mean, yeah, she does. I mean, it's blown up at this point, so it's not like she wanted that back.
Right.
Doesn't
yeah,
matter
and
to
she
her.
really doesn't need him, right, to tell her where her drugs are or where the money is, or all that's gone. She just wants his ass there.
Do you think those like mushrooms are gone now?
I don't even know.
He,
Fucking
out of
buried
the whole
under
other
rubble.
thing, he found what, 2 little plants,
Yeah.
and he was able
And
to
he
build
regrew.
the thing.
Yeah.
I think even if they found one mushroom, they could probably
They
do
could
something.
restart
Yeah,
it,
and I
but,
could see that
know.
being like a thing
Yeah.
after everything's all said and done.
Mhm.
Maybe he goes back to Crown Heights, wherever they were, and is snooping around that
Crown
area,
Point.
Crown Point, whatever, and finds a mushroom and he's like, on the penguin.
And put it in his top hat and go home.
Yeah.
Just a prediction. I'm wondering, what if she makes him choose between the mother and Vic?
Now we're getting to the end of like
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
one
he's not
Batman
picking
movie.
Vic.
Yeah.
You think so?
I think
Definitely
Vic
not.
is
well,
is,
he knows his
Well,
mother
yeah.
wants to
is
die.
going to show up and save the
That
day
might
with
be
the other
surprising
gangs.
end.
Yeah.
The
That
other
might.
gangs thing
He
is another
said, "Get
one
me an
too.
army, kid."
But
Yeah.
yeah, right.
True.
But
Yeah.
I kind of think that's going to be his escape at the very end.
I think.
I don't think. I think it's going to be him dealing with her and the mother.
Yeah,
I
mom's
think
gonna be popped.
Victor showing up with the gangs is probably our best prediction.
Yeah.
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 That seems the most predictable.
Also, I feel like what you said, I don't know if that situation's gonna happen, but like something like that would definitely be like a great way to like show that Penguin is like finally going fully into ruthlessness, finally going fully into like the
Yeah.
business and everything.
Which
Like
is why I'm thinking that
Yeah.
so that'd be
Like,
a good.
him realizing that Victor would be better for the business.
Yeah.
Like would be
Yeah.
a great thing. So.
And you know, that's where I keep going to too. Like, I feel like this has to end with Penguin making some kind of decision that's like, wow, I can't believe he did that. You know, he's like a really fucked up guy.
Mhm.
Whichever way you slice it up,
Oh.
I think it has to happen one
Yeah.
way or another.
Yeah.
I just hope it doesn't fucking Game of Thrones it, you know? Like HBO shows are pretty notorious for bad endings.
Mhm.
So
Oh boy.
This is true.
I think
No way the Penguin dies.
No way.
no,
No,
chance.
I don't think he
no
dies.
chance. No,
Goes to Arkham maybe, but he's not dying.
I don't even think he goes to Arkham.
No, I don't think there's enough time to build that storyline.
Yeah,
I'm going to say that Vic does not die.
You're going to say Victor lives. Okay.
I can't even tell you what's gonna happen to him. But if we're going based off of foreshadowing, the mom had that whole thing where she's like, "I want
Mm-hmm.
to die."
Yeah, I don't want to live this blithering idiot,
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
So
And I get it.
if we're going off of foreshadowing and kind of what I said, where like whatever way you chop it up, he's gonna have to do something where you look at him sideways.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Maybe he sacrifices the mom. Maybe he kills the mom.
Yeah. Just to
Some
scare
kind of
her off.
leverage thing with
Yeah.
involving.
Just to scare her off, though. You're gonna do that with me? Pop, and he pops his
Yeah,
mother. You know.
Frankly, she's dead like a dog.
and she told me it was okay. Boom. You know.
Sorry, Mom.
he's gonna fucking send Francis's head to Sofia.
Why don't we dance, Mom? Why don't we dance?
I like that.
You should listen to the song.
That was just like creepy, weird,
Yeah.
but like kind of acceptable because she had nobody.
Yeah.
And remember, she kept saying, "I deserve to be
Yeah.
happy."
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, in my life.
I can even see it like, you know, she's in her like blithering state and she dies happy, like, yeah, we did it, Ma, type
Yeah.
of thing, you know. And
I do really like the like conflicting interests that they introduced with that, because like he wants to give his mom this great life, but his mom also asked him to fucking kill her.
yeah.
So,
And it's kind of like a triangle of interests where it's like, you know, he wants to give her that life. She wants to die before she becomes senile. And then, like, the third point of it here is, like, becoming this figure that runs the underworld of Gotham.
Right. With respect.
Yeah, with respect. They're all these three conflicting things where it's like you can't have both, let alone all three.
His actual mode is a lot different than the other two families were. You know, they rule through fear. He wants to rule through respect. You know, I'm paying you to your job.
Yeah.
You're working for me, but we're all gonna, you know,
Rise together.
It is,
Right,
like,
right,
interesting.
together.
And he said it more than
how-
once.
Like, little that is shown, I feel like, though. Because it's like every episode when he needs to have a new group of guys, they kind of just, like, appear.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then they get killed off, and then, like, a new group just kind of appears.
But you do see him telling them that if I rise, you rise.
Mhm.
You know, he's told
Yeah.
in
And yet
the tunnels.
he's willing not
Yeah.
to tell them there's a
And,
bomb
they,
and
they're
run.
coming to take this. They're coming to take this away from you. This is your
well,
livelihood. This
that's
is your,
him then talking
you know?
to all the gangs. Like,
Yeah.
also, maybe this
Well, then
ends-
the gangs too.
he's in control of all the gangs
Right.
one way or another. I don't even know how that would fucking happen.
Yeah.
But
But
I
he's
I'm sure they know he's a crazy bastard.
Yeah.
And they'll that he's
Yeah.
two-faced or whatever. He'll throw them under a bus.
No, that's Two-Face.
Oh, that's Two-Face.
But if you remember, Sophia also starts adapting that type of rule with
Right.
her men.
With
It's,
her guys.
Yeah,
you-
oh, yeah.
They've been
My
taking money
family
from
took-
you.
Right.
That's
You,
right.
You're doing
Yeah.
the hard
That's how
work.
she started.
Yeah. So
Yeah, there's a lot of parallel between the two
Yeah,
characters. There's no doubt.
very,
Yeah.
very
You know?
similar.
I see Mom and Vic dying.
Mm-hmm.
Penguin and Sophia, however it's going to end, still around.
Hmm.
I think Penguin will come out on top, and like we were saying, maybe
Yeah.
Sophia just goes off somewhere else.
Maybe like a giant time jump and then they're married or something.
No.
Yeah, I think
Little penguins running around.
I just can't see them losing Sophia
It's Happy Feet
Gigante as
3.
a character for future movies. I
Yeah.
think that's, well, to me anyway, she just presented herself as such a great character. To kill her off would just be a waste.
Yeah, it's tough to say on that side of things. I think Mom dies for sure. I don't know what's gonna happen to Vic. I don't know what's gonna happen to Sophia. Like you said, she's become such a like enigmatic character. And then there's Dr. Rush, who like hasn't even like had his time in the sun. He's just continually being built up into this
And touched
Really?
by Sophia.
weird masochistic freak.
Yeah.
The only solid predictions I have is Penguin won't die and Mom will die. So
Mom dies. Somehow it's going to be linked to Sophia as the hangman. She's going back to Arkham.
I like that actually.
And we go from there. Vic still is alive. Vic goes up a notch. But even if it was to go to movie, you'd probably see very little of him because he's going to help to run the everyday.
Yeah, I could see like even James said this a few weeks back. Like Vic kind of becomes like a capo
Yeah.
for Penguin.
I think so.
Yeah, I don't hate that. I don't hate that
Was
prediction.
in the Batman, was there a Commissioner Gordon?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jeffrey Wright.
He
Yeah.
was the commissioner.
No, he wasn't commissioner
He was
yet.
just still,
I think
No, he wasn't
he
commissioner
just
yet, you're right.
becomes commissioner maybe at the end.
Yeah.
I love that.
Because Batman's
I
fairly
actually
new.
love that. I kind of think she's going to get
Yeah,
hammered
she's going
by,
back.
and you
Yeah.
know, maybe they'll give us a little Easter egg, and it'll be Detective Gordon.
I would
whoever
actually
he
love
is.
for
If it
Jeffrey
was-
Wright
if it
to
was
show
Jeffrey-
up here.
He might do something like that.
And
Good.
you know, she goes
Such
to
an
Arkham,
underrated
so
actor.
she's still around. She's there,
Yeah.
but back in Arkham, making
Yeah.
her crazier.
Mm-hmm.
And Penguin gets off scot-free.
But she's also building her army in Arkham.
Oh, she could.
That's like where it gets confusing for me
Where all the hang.
because like. What are we gonna have like a fucking Sinister Six of Batman villains now? We're gonna get the Penguin. We're gonna get Sophia, fucking random mobster,
This is almost like
Joker,
the cartoon
Joker
version.
and Riddler.
and her
you know?
doctor,
It's like the cartoon
her doctor
version.
will
Rush.
still be in
Yeah.
Arkham, so he could be there to help her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where you lose me because we already got Joker in there, we got Riddler in there, who apparently are buddy.
Yeah. But if you're in the cartoon version of
Well,
the Batman,
This
I guess
very
it was,
much
or-
they've like pretty much said we're not doing cartoon shit.
Yeah.
No, not that they're doing cartoon shit, but there's a story that like all of the villains were always ended up in Arkham.
Mm-hmm.
Vic is definitely going to live. The mother's dead. I could see that happening.
Mm-hmm.
But I think once she's dead, he's going to completely turn into fucking violent son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I'm going to step it up a notch. I'm going to say that
Penguin
he-
runs for mayor.
No, he may kill the mother and make it look like she did it.
That's what I think is
I
going
do
to...
like your prediction.
That's a good prediction.
That would be very satisfactory.
Because I think that's what's going to set up for her going to Arkham. And,
Yes.
or at least keeping her in the
Yeah.
DC platform.
Yeah.
You
And,
know.
and Dr. Rush continues to get touched.
Maybe he goes
Oh,
like
boy.
full Hannibal Lecter, like puts like
Maybe
her
they introduce,
toe
like,
into her mouth.
A
or
new
something.
mob, and it'll be like the woke mob.
Ooh.
Hey, she's up for an Emmy.
Yeah.
He should be up for an Emmy.
Yeah.
No doubt.
So
I
I
also
think
think
even
like
the-
Agatha people probably will be nominated, but I can see Penguin beating him out.
they, for some reason, I heard that the category they're putting them in is a comedy,
Agatha?
comedy
Oh,
limited
Agatha.
series,
I could
that
see
kind
that.
of thing.
That sucks, but I could see that.
I do see that. I even think makeup's going to win for Penguin.
Agatha has some pretty good practical
There's
stuff too.
There's no doubt, but I think that it's taken by Penguin.
Yeah.
I do like the idea of like Sophia either just going to Italy or just like I feel like we're not gonna see her ever again.
Really?
One way or another.
Like it.
Until like maybe the third one, you know,
I like
kind of like Scarecrow
agree.
type thing.
I kind of agree that like we won't see her again, but like the only way that it feels satisfying is like if she dies. Because I feel like she
I know.
is powerful enough to where it's like she doesn't have to just fucking go to Italy, you know?
Yeah.
And like why would she?
That's why I love
Spider-Man
Rose.
hitting the guy with the brick.
Unless
Put her back
like
in Arkham.
okay,
Why
here's
would
a
he?
weird one. Maybe because Sophia made her men like all about money. Maybe Penguin brings them
Pays
over
them
with
off,
money.
Yeah.
That would be a good twist of events.
Yeah. Or Victor, I guess. I feel like Victor is definitely gonna be like, oh, we've just been doing all this shit behind the scenes, whole episode.
Well, he's definitely getting the army.
Does the army
Seven
involve
Nation
just
Army.
the people on the street in the point, or is he going to the heads of
I
all
think
the
he's
families?
gonna get- yeah,
The
just
family
all the
heads,
That's
heads.
what I
yeah.
thought, because everybody in the point is Fangul
Yeah.
because of the explosion.
Oh yeah, the point's fucked up.
And they just got the fucking lights back on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a cool
That was
scene
cool.
because that's like the thing
Mhm.
where he's like, now I feel like
Thank you,
I'm
the
helping the,
hood pope
community.
or
Yeah.
whatever.
thank you, Congressman. He said, "Was that
Yeah.
what it-
I had read that when they were kids and they ran into the gangster,
Mm-hmm.
you know, how impressed
yeah.
he was. He's supposed to be a lot. He's supposed to be
Yeah,
a very
that's the guy though,
intricate-
right?
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
that-
guy.
that's
Yeah.
his-
That was the
that's
guy
who
he
he
was
looked up
talking
to.
about.
funny fucking actor. Like that's that
Yeah,
guy
yeah.
too.
the gold car."
Yeah, such a distinctive looking guy, but
Is it real gold?
yeah, I like that's like a good detail too.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I liked the backstory and I liked getting to see the guy that he's been comparing himself to, or,
Right.
like, idolizing this whole
Right.
time.
While his buddies are beating the shit out of somebody.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, here, give this to your mother. You know?
All right, tonight is the finale for the Penguin. We will come back to you after we've seen it, and hopefully it's good. Hopefully we have a nice review to do on that.
I hope so.
Mhm.
Hopefully it sets up the Batman 2.